Let me try and connect with our guest yet again. Raghavendra, senior advocate and activist. Mr. Raghavendra, your take on this. We believe that you've reached the court against bail that this Lingayat seer is really hoping to obtain. Your take on this man being out and free despite being a POCSO Act, a non-bailable offence?
See, it's very unfortunate. As you rightly said, Karnataka is on a rape case. See, firstly, Mr. Shivamurthy was not accused or decided to file an FIR overnight. With lot of negotiation and the protection from the government, the whole issue was delayed for 6 months continuously. I think for the past 6 months, the case is dragging. And after the conclusion from CDPO, the Women and Child Development Officer,
right,
that the prime criteria says he is the accused and considered to be an A1. So even after the FIR done, the government is least bothers to arrest him or accuse saying that, any government official or bureaucrats to arrest him. See, Mr. Home Minister says, Ayo Papa, it is a criminal conspiracy done by some unknown. Is this the way a responsible Home Minister reacts? If the Home Minister says this kind of words, is there any officer who would dare to go and arrest him? And if it is common man, if would have done the same act, they would have not let him be free. See, if the ordinary man gets into the POCSO Act, overnight, he would be arrested. He would put across to the jail. And then we'll think about a bail. Now today, they were escorting Mr. Shivamurthy. I hesitate to call him, or I'm ashamed to call him as a Dr. Shivamurthy or a Mr. Seer. The reason is, he is an accused. So I have to treat him as an accused.
Mr. Raghavendra, a quick word. We are looking at the police in Karnataka, in fact, additionally giving him police security. He was escorted all the way back to the Mutt, and after which we see the visuals from earlier today where he addressed a large gathering, all the supporters who came by to acknowledge that this has happened, that he's been targeted, that he's a victim to some kind of conspiracy. It may be so, no one's ruling that out, but let the investigations begin. Let the man be summoned, let questioning start, let a medical test be taken. Why none of those protocols have been followed, the police in Karnataka have failed miserably.
My simple question is, will this rule applies to every common man in Karnataka? Is the same rule which they followed by the government? Nobody says this is just accused. Like for an example, recently the DC Manjunath was arrested and taken to the jail. Was he given a space? Okay, let him prove he's just an accused.
Yeah, there's no room given. If it's a common man, there's absolutely no room given. Less than 24 hours, he would have been arrested.
Perfect. So now, absolutely they have not followed any procedure and they have not even tried.
Are you pursuing this case in court? Mr. Raghavendra, are you pursuing this case in court?
Yes. Of course, I am taking it as an appeal. So I am also meeting High Court Judge, the Chief Judicial System, right tomorrow, and I would request the intervention of a Chief Judge saying that he has to be taken to the custody and the further investigation.
All right, first things first, absolutely. He must be summoned in the first place. A medical test must be taken. Instead, we see a margin report.
Okay.
A margin report being drawn out where both the minor girls have been taken to the crime scene. And that also, we understand, is something that needs to be tactfully done. Mr. Raghavendra, we've got your point. We've got your point on this. Thank you very much for joining us.